Feeling lost in the maze of funding options for your startup? I get it. It's super confusing. So today I'm going to demystify early stage funding and show you the path to getting your company funded. In this video, we'll explore a variety of options available to fund your tech company. We'll cover bootstrapping, angel investors, and even venture capital. By the end of the video, you'll have a clear roadmap to determine the type of funding that would benefit your company the most. Before we dive into the different types of funding, I want to cover the difference between dilutive and non-dilutive funding because that's going to come into play as I explain the various options. Dilutive funding means that you are giving up equity, aka ownership, into your business. Non-dilutive funding means that you do not have to give up equity. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to be covering all of your options, starting with the least expensive forms all the way to the most expensive forms. For the sake of time, I'm going to be keeping details short and sweet, so you want to make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified of any new content. Option 1, free money. All of the non-dilutive funding options fall into this bucket because you do not have to pay the money back. The most popular forms of free money come in the form of grants or winning pitch competitions where you're handed one of those giant checks. Option 2 is bootstrapping. This is where you are self-funding either from your own pocket or you're making enough revenue to run the company. Option 3 is awards and programs. This comes in the form of an award or program funding that is dilutive. The funding has a catch, and that's typically giving up equity. Common forms of this type of funding are through accelerators and also pitch competitions. Option 4 is friends and family. This is money that you scrape up from your friends or family in your network if you're lucky. Most founders don't have this option, but if you do, you're typically giving up equity or you're having to pay it back. Option 5 is crowdfunding. These are funding campaigns that go out to a crowd of investors that can be everyday people all the way to accredited investors. This is a great way to test the market without too much risk. The downside is it can be time consuming and has a low success rate. Different platforms have a variety of options of how you're exchanging the investment. Some you give up some products, others you're giving away equity. Option 6 is angel investors. This is a dilutive form of equity from a group of private investors that pool their money together. You typically know these investors personally or access them via angel networks such as Golden Seeds. Option 7 is venture capital. This is often the most expensive and most sought out form of capital available. But pro tip, this is not for every type of company, despite what the media tells you. I will have to go into this topic in much more detail, so please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new content. Option 8 is business loans, private equity, and other sources. This is a funding option typically reserved for a later stage company or one that is generating significant revenue. Understanding the funding landscape is just one part of starting a business, so make sure to catch the essential steps to starting a tech company in our next video. When thinking about funding, it's important to remember that getting your business funded is different for every company. It depends on a variety of factors, such as your industry, experience, or attraction. Learning about all the different options you have and when they are relevant is a great way to figure out what will work best for you. And if you're still like, geez, this is so much work, Kristen, I've got you. This is what the Tech AF YouTube channel is all about. So make sure you subscribe to our channel to view more content built for women wanting to create money-making businesses and products customers love so we can live life on our own terms. See you next time.